Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for Pisces in all placements. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm looking at what the universe wants you to know right now as you are watching this. So I'm going to start with a couple of angel cards. Openness. And there's Lioness Kitty Cat. Good morning, beautiful. I hope you are doing well. We have light. I love it. I love it. Both of these angels have this openness. Arms stretched out. um yeah, you're feeling open, opening up your heart, opening your arms to maybe new experiences, to people or a particular person, being open-minded. And the light, it's being the bringer of light, in a way it's being the way shower. um because this angel is holding two candles. It's illuminating something for yourself, for others. So okay. Let's go ahead and get some cards from the wisdom of the oracle. Yeah, intuition. Opening of the intuition, absolutely. We've got new life in reverse, 39. Thinker, 44. Peace in reverse, 23. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna read this new life real quick. Get my glasses. Okay. Oops. There it is. Okay. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. It's okay to admit you may not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's okay. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Okay. Yeah. So you're at the beginning. There's something new here, and and yeah, I think it's very common when we start a project, when we start a journey of some kind. We want to just know it all right now, and it can be very uncomfortable to accept that yeah, we don't know everything. We haven't learned it all. Yeah, it's what am I trying to say? It's like being easy on yourself, because it's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to not know everything right away. It's a part of the process, even though it's uncomfortable. And so with this thinker card, this feels like you really taking the time to um to really think about this journey that you're on, trying to kind of wrap your brain around like what you're doing, why you're doing it, trying to learn as much as you can, because you are in a situation that you might feel in over your head. It's something that it's like once you've begun, you can't go back. And there's often a period of like chaos of, as you're trying to find your footing, as you're trying to figure things out, things can definitely feel kind of wonky. And, it's common to make missteps, to, you know, m- make what feels like mistakes. And this is basically it's really this is speaking to you finding creating and or finding that peaceful place within yourself that is always a constant for you despite whatever is happening in your kind of outer reality. You have, it's like they say, we don't have control over what happens to us, but we do have control over how we react and respond to that. And so this is really encouraging you to focus on that part of yourself that is at peace, that baseline of happiness, as I often talk about. Because you've had many beginnings in your life. You have had to take things on over and over again, and you have succeeded. You have learned what you needed to learn to get to the next phase, the next step, the next level. And so it's about kind of leaning on what you've already accomplished. And there are so many things. You're being reminded to remember how much you've actually done, how much you've actually overcome. It's like that quote, you've made it through 100% of your worst days. And so whatever might feel difficult, challenging, even bad, getting down on yourself for making mistakes, it's all part of the learning process. And a reminder that you've got this, and it's not actually a mistake. It's like that Thomas Edison quote, I haven't made 10,000 mistakes, I've only found 10,000 ways that something didn't work. So it's taking that pressure off and being open to the new, to being outside of your comfort zone. That's a part of this too. So okay, um so I'm curious, what are you doing? Let's look more at what you are doing. Oracle Tarot just winked at me. Meeting in 5 minutes. Okay. Well, thank you for being here and saying hello. And I hope it's an excellent meeting. As I said to Linda, if there is such a thing. Celebration, bounty, 3 of Cups. Okay. That looks good. And I'm going to take this in reverse. We have unexpected revelation, 3 of Swords in reverse, which is really good. And 4 of Cups in reverse, nervous about change. Okay. Yeah. Um you've got something here that is really worth celebrating that you're excited about. You may already be seeing the results of something that you are doing. But it's the 3 of cups, and your goal is to get to the 10 of cups. So I feel like that's a part of what's happening here is you're like, but I'm only at 3 of cups. I want all 10, and it's like no, but it's okay. Like celebrate all your little wins. All the things along the journey, because as I've been saying, it's all the little things that make up the bigger things, and the wins, the bigger wins. So then this three of swords and 4 of cups in reverse is like you overcoming the difficulties, those little missteps, those things that can sometimes make you feel like derail you a little bit, but it's not a big deal at all, and you're really you're really overcoming this kind of part of yourself that is critical of your process, that I mean, it often comes from people in our past who have been that way, and then we take on those attitudes and those voices in our head, and this is you kind of like, okay, I'm healing, I'm overcoming, I'm not I've already begun, I'm not nervous, I'm already in it, and so I'm just taking things one day at a time. I know i know what I need to do. It's not always easy. It's not always pleasant, but it's not terrible. It's not heartbreaking. It's not, um, leaving you in the corner like rocking and sobbing or whatever. You're you're discovering your strength, your ability to persevere. I really like this for you. This is a part of this openness, I think. Okay, good. And I feel like you are doing something in, involving other people. The 3 of cups is about it's often about kind of good connections, having spending time with people you really enjoy, celebrating with others. You've got all the cups. You're bringing the cups to the table, and someone else is bringing the beverages, the libations. Hey, there's Linda. Just was talking about you. You and Lioness both have meetings you've been dealing with. Okay, so where am I going from here? Um, let's see. So I don't know. I have so many cards. I get overwhelmed sometimes because I'm just like, where do I even go? I think I'm gonna go with the enchanted map. So as you're on this journey, what kinds of synchronicities can you look out for that are going to help you help wait, I have a sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Um uh yeah, that are going to help you know that you're on the right path, going in the right direction. Storm fields. I don't normally read these in reverse, but this did come out in reverse. which I'm kind of inclined to read in reverse because of because of it being Stormfield. Um, I don't. I don't want to read them in reverse though, so I'm just going to go ahead and read them like normal. So Stormfields, and then Magic Stream, 9 and 18, both are nines, and Movement, 28. So, so the Stormfields, I feel, represent all of this kind of, the shakeup, the chaos. Kind of makes me think of like when we decide to clean, for example, or clean, or we decide to maybe um, what's the word? Easiest word in the world. um, like move, like rearrange our space. Move furniture around or something. And in the process, or if we're like decluttering, some kind of something like this, where as you have to pull everything out, and there's a period of chaos before you can put everything back again. And there's just stuff everywhere, and it just, if anyone walks in, they're like, whoa, what's going on? But the idea is that your chaos naturally has to be created so that you can create order again. And this is a part of stepping out of the comfort zone, where chaos is a natural part of the process, but we're not necessarily comfortable with the chaos, you know. Anyway, and the reason I'm even I mentioned that is because with the storm fields, this giant, tornado looking thing kind of reminds me of like when you dust, or when you're like moving stuff around, and there's like a lot of dust flying in the air. There's a lot of, things coming apart. Um the the path is windy. It typically isn't just a linear kind of path. And so, but but from all of this chaos, from all of this kind of things getting stirred up, you are led. It's like it's a magical. You're led to the magic stream, or this. You discover um, the path that is going to lead you um, to the order. But it's more than that, because I've been speaking more recently about synchronicity, and how that is I've been calling it real world magic, because it's something that is undeniable. Everyone experiences it. And there's something special about it that just feels like, "Ooh, that's cool." Well, something lined up in this really interesting way, or I'm getting these messages that seem coincidental. I don't believe in coincidence, but yeah, ultimately, um, it's like this shakeup, moving up the energy, trying something new, is actually leading you to this more magical. I was going to say magical thinking. I don't necessarily like that term because I feel like there's some negative connotations with that phrase, but it really, I mean, that really is what it comes down to. Being open to thinking in a new way, and allowing that real world magic to hit you in a certain way, like in a very meaningful way. And this is what helps you to move forward. Helps. Oh, got some serious stomach growling. Uh, it's it's like giving you the ability to move forward, but in a grounded way because of the ostrich here. Ostriches can't fly, but they sure can run fast. And so, but then we have the hot air balloon in the background. Hang on. I just noticed there's something red in this picture. Oh, I think is that mushrooms? Like it's hard to tell. It looks like it could be, there's a little red mushroom there on the path. But in a way I'm thinking of it like it's a very small grounded little hot air balloon that's waiting to be filled. and and that's a part of this kind of shakeup is that there's something along your path that you come across that you're like, oh, what is this? And then it turns out that it's something that can take you on a journey. Magic mushrooms. Anyway, um yeah, and it is a very magical journey because it's like following the magic stream to some kind of destination that then that destination is what takes you moves you forward. It makes me think of like driving your car onto a ferry and then the ferry takes you, except we're not floating here, we're kind of walking, but but flying too. And there's water all around. Anyway. Oh, and there's a snail on this dude's head, on the ostrich's head. So it's like, it also makes me think of like, this came up recently in another reading, but like, as you go flying, all your stuff it gets taken, you know, on land or by sea or something. Put your stuff in a container and that gets taken, and then you're getting where you need to go faster, and your stuff is like coming along behind. And so there's something about of course, with the snail, it's like something is slow, but it's making its way forward. Um, we got the slow and the fast between the snail and the ostrich, but it's all in perfect timing, and it's just like being open to like the journey. You're gonna get there when you get there, and until then, you enjoy the ride. Looks pretty fun. Okay, so um I what do I want? Okay, sure. Wisdom of Avalon. Haven't used this deck in a minute. Death, 46. The Spider, 15. Creative projects. And Truth, 51. Now we have two sixes. It's like you had to go through difficulty and some kind of ending that led you to even being motivated to make a change in the first place? Because if everything's always good, then there's no reason to change, right? We're like, like I'm good, like everything's fine. But it's those shakeups, or it's something that happens, it's heartbreak that happens in some way, that some kind of ending that forces us to have to reevaluate and to go, okay. I need to make it, I need to have some kind of new beginning here. And this death card it breaks down to 46, breaks down to a 10. 10 is about endings, but then a 10 breaks down to a 1, which is about beginnings. So like every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. It's like that closing time song, Semisonic. And so you're going through a natural phase in your life. Something ended so that something new could begin. And this is bringing out some kind of like creativity within you, some kind of new ideas, new inspiration. Maybe you're needing to get creative about how you take on some kind of new beginning. And this is leading you to this truth, this understanding that something that you're understanding about yourself, that is helping you to open up to a new way of thinking, a new way of being. If you are literally moving somewhere, you're going to be understanding new truths about yourself, about the world. And the creative projects, it feels really good because it's very much about it's like it's that sacral chakra, the part of you that is innately creative, and it's like being awakened, and it has to do with being kind of taken down this magical stream. You are being awakened magically. This magical thinking. Taking that term back. It's a good thing to have magical thinking. Yes. Because it's not just, woo woo head in the clouds kind of thing. No, this is the universe like giving you signs and synchronicities that you are on the right path. And it's like you just all you have to do really is to, I mean, of course you need to take the action that you can take, but this feels very much like being taken for a ride. You get where you need to go, and then things just kind of help you along. People, circumstances, even ideas that you get. There's all this creativity here. So you get some cards from the Guides of the Hidden Realms, right? Okay, sure. Oh, truth about how you can bridge something, how you can cross water, how you can cross over your emotions in a very balanced way. You're There's a bridge that's being built, or that are you the bridge? Maybe. Anyway, let's see what this has to say. So we've got my glasses. We've got the river dances to the sea. Flow state, trusting in the adventure, which really aligns with this magic stream. And interesting too, because with death, we have the ocean here, the sea. The river flows to the sea. So this ending is very, whatever this death is, it's necessary. Death is always necessary. We don't like it all the time, most of the time, but trusting in the adventure. You are on a new adventure and you don't know where you're going. That is uncomfortable, but it's okay. You're going to get where you need to go. You're being taken where you need to go. You don't have to figure it out too much. Oh, and this is number 3. And we have two threes here with the 3 of cups and the 3 of swords. And new life. So this is celebrating your little wins. That's a part of the adventure. Knowing you don't have to get it right. You're not supposed to get it right. You will eventually. And letting yourself not hold yourself in a state of heartbreak and pain. Being really easy with yourself as you learn the ropes. Another chance to be. Reclamation, second chances, rebirth, emotional healing, 36. Yes. There's this whole rebirth that's happening. Um, Reclamation. You're getting a second chance at something here, or you're reclaiming a part of yourself. This creative part of yourself. There is a lot of emotional healing that is happening. And I talked about this with being kind of above the water. It's like you're being kind of carried. You're not like in the water getting tumbled around. You're kind of this emotional healing. You're being brought to the shore. f- Feeling grounded. Oh, and we have an octopus. We have a couple octopi here. One on top of the head, one with its little tentacle wrapped around, like your little buddy there. I haven't seen it yet. There's a movie about I forget what it's called. It's like My Friend the Octopus or something like that. And I really, really want to see it, but it really explores. Um, it's a documentary about this guy who befriends an octopus in the ocean, and it's like it really explores how intelligent they are. Something about becoming emotionally intelligent, that's a part of this healing, or like increasing your emotional intelligence. And the consequence of fear. Contraction, the frequency of fear, self-fulfilling prophecy, 20. So, yeah, this is a reminder that makes me think of, I think it was Henry Ford who said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So, self-fulfilling prophecy. What, like, whatever you, what's that? Whatever you dream about comes about, or something. I'm not saying it right, but um, you're you're coming into contact with this fear. There's a part of you that wants to contract because it's like, oh, this is new, it feels weird, I don't know what to do. And that is normal, that is natural. Fear comes up in us. It's a way to keep us safe. Your kind of mission here is to recognize the fear, the part of you that is fearful, acknowledge it, let it be there, let it be okay that you're even feeling the fear, and then move forward anyway and be like, no, I got this. And I have people around who are there to help celebrate my wins. I've got people on my side, people who are going to you help remind you of what you've already overcome and accomplished, and that yeah, it's okay. Every part of the process is okay, and it's totally normal and natural. It's learning to just be okay with yourself and where you're at. Um, okay, so I need to finish this. I'm going to. I'm feeling the need or the need. I don't know, maybe chakra cards. I'm gonna pick a chakra card for you to finish this off. Root chakra, safety. I let go of the need for protection when I realize that I'm safe. And I feel like that kind of ties to this frequency of fear that when you're in a state of needing protection, it takes you out of the flow state. And you're being called to trust in the adventure, to know that you are safe, that you are being carried. It's all good. It's uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong. It's just you getting used to this new normal. I trust my instincts and inner guidance to help navigate me through life's twists and turns. Ooh, and that, in storm makes me think of this path in storm fields. There's a lot of twists and turns here, especially as you are learning the ropes, as you are going on this journey. You're going to come across that mushroom, that magic mushroom that takes you on a journey. I can cope with adversity because I am always there for myself in loving and supportive ways. And I feel like that aligns with this peace card that you're leaning on this inner peace, knowing that whatever's happening on the outside it doesn't mean anything except that it's a part of the process, and you can maintain your inner peace by being supportive and kind to yourself, loving, because you are safe. It's going to be okay. You've made it through before, you're going to make it through this, and you will have many new beginnings in the future, and this will be another thing that you can draw upon, because you will get to the other side. You will learn the thing, you will, gain the wisdom, the experience, and knowledge, and then you're going to be able to take that into the next thing that you do. Just keep shining that bright light of yours, and know that you have the ability to light your own way. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.